scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skull will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with...
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Nomad. My name is Eric, and I'm here with a very special guest, the wonderful, marvelous Dammit Jim. Thank you for coming, Jim.
Hey, thank you for having me.
No problem at all. For those of you guys that don't know, Jim is the wonderful gentleman that made this icon that I have as my poster back behind my head here. He's also made me a zombie version that you guys probably see as my Twitter icon, Discord icon, and also will also be on a t-shirt, probably coming up sometime this week. I'm going to try to get that done tonight. I was having issues getting it to work earlier, so I got to fiddle with it, but hopefully that design will be up on the merch site, redbubble.com/people/thenomads. Link in the description down below. Check it out. Check this man's merch out. He has his own merch site. Is it on Redbubble as well, Jim?
It is. You can just look up the gym and you can find Stream of Consciousness merchandise, as well as Joyful Death and Bash and Nomads, all sorts of fun things on there.
Absolutely, and I will leave a link to his down below as well. Leave a link to both of those so you can check them out. Jim is awesome, and I'm so glad he's here. I think I'm the first actual YouTuber out of the Reapers whose channel he's been on like this.
You are.
So it's a very big honor for me. But what we are here today to do is we are going to be looking up creepy and disturbing websites, a bunch of different ones. One Jim gave me, and the reason that Jim is here for this is that Jim actually has a little bit of history with the dark web and history with ghost hunting as well. Yep.
I've been a paranormal investigator for 18 years. I've met the ghost hunters, Jay and Grant. I work with a paranormal group out of St. Louis called Paravisions, and I've been interviewed on the radio concerning a case I had to work on.
Yep. So Jim has a lot of experience with this type of stuff. Not all these websites related to that. Some of these are just really interesting, but the one that he sent me does directly relate to that type of work, so I'm really excited to get to it. But we're going to start our adventure off with a website called Death Date. Now, some of you guys have probably heard about this website, but it's pretty much a website that's supposed to tell you when you will die, which is a wonderful thing for us to find out.
Well, you know, I always tell you to worry about looking too far into the future, but I guess that's what we're going to do.
Absolutely. So, unfortunately, there's so many people on this website that it says here that the death counter has died. That's ironic. So apparently, if you click on the death form here, supposedly, let's go ahead and type in my name, Eric. Birth date is 8th of June 1993, because I am still a baby. I'm male. My height is, I think I'm like 6 foot even. So we're gonna go ahead and say 6 foot even. My weight is far too much. Don't look at that. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. Stimulants. I do alcohol, but I don't do drugs or cigarettes. So we're gonna calculate. Apparently, I'm going to die June 5th, 2044. I have 25 years, 7 months, and 29 days left. That is about where I figured it would be, actually.
About 50 years
yeah,
old. That sounds good.
I always joke around that I'm currently in my midlife crisis right now, and Death Date, unfortunately agrees with me. And it's like fucking 3 days before my 51st birthday, man. That's some dicks. There are 3 symbols called the symbols of death related to your birth date and the predicted death date. They can have a direct connection with the cause of death. Your symbols are heat, water, and suicide. Alright, look, I'm guilty of making suicide jokes on occasion. It's my way of coping with my depression and anxiety. But that's actually kind of scary. Heat.
Well, I didn't think you'd go out as a nomad soup, but you know.
Yeah, a nomad soup. That is alright. Shall we do you, Jim?
That'd be fun.
Alright, let's go back here.
I'm 38 now, so I've always said I'm going to go out at 40. Let's see how accurate I am.
Alright, so we're going to type in it as Dammit Jim. When's your birthday, Jim?
It is August 23rd, 1980.
Male. What's your height, sir?
I am 5'8".
5'8". What a shorty. And weight, sir?
I am currently 287.
Cigarettes, alcohol?
Cigarettes and alcohol. Yes.
All right, we're gonna call them both and calculate. 30. This says 39. This says July 5th of 2020, Jim.
A month before I turned 40.
Yeah, so very close to what you said it was going to be. Current mode is neutral by predictions. I think you'll outlive that though, because you're getting a lot healthier.
Right,
So
probably. Yes, indeed.
you're getting a lot healthier. So I think you'll beat this. I'll think you'll definitely beat that. Freeze, food, and alcohol is your 3 symbols of death, Jim.
I'm thinking food's got it, really.
Alrighty, well that was.
I'm that guy who's gonna choke to death on a turkey leg.
while trying to chase it with whiskey, but unfortunately you froze one of them.
Well, which is weird because it's the day after the 4th of July, so that's what's happened. I'm gonna choke on an ice cube and a glass of wild turkey.
I was about to say, how are you going to freeze in the middle of July?
Yep.
I mean, you live up in the north, but that it's still hot in July.
Yep. Like I said, ice cube and a glass of wild turkey. I get all 3 of them.
Gosh, well that was Death Date, guys. So, very disturbing sight. But unfortunately accurate because it's when it hit mine on the mark. That's oof. All right, that's weird. Death Tape and reading our minds. So we're gonna move on to another site, and the next site we're gonna look at is a site called Hashima Island. Now, a little bit of backstory on this. On Hashima Island. It's a real place. It was served as a prisoner of war camp in World War II by the Japanese. And apparently it is now fully abandoned and very, very haunted. And supposedly this website's going to be giving us a tour. Let's take a look. On the 27th of June 2013, Google released brand new street views of a forgotten world off the coast of... Oh, fuck. It moved. Oh, God. Can you hear it, Jim?
I can.
Alrighty. Explore the island by...
If this jumps out and goes blue at me, I'm gonna punch the screen. It comes out your mouth.
Yeah, I can understand that. I need to, where's the volume on this thing? Let's start at the pier. Okay, so this is, alright, so this is definitely creepier than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, God. This is Google Images. Wow, the music is definitely kind of like the
quite atmospheric.
Yeah, that's holy shit. This is bizarro, man. And I'll probably skip around a little bit in editing here. To get us to something that's a bit more exciting. But this is definitely... Well, it's certainly abandoned. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sure someone like you, Jim, who you know, explores the haunted areas and stuff like that, would probably spend a lot more time doing research on this, but this is... Wow.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in my fair share of abandoned buildings, and not only do you have to worry about anything of the paranormal, that's probably the last thing you got to worry about. You got to worry about stray dogs, homeless people, structural integrity. You got to take the wrong step, especially as big as I am, and you wind up going through a floor.
Oh, what the fuck is that right there? That's bizarre, man. What the fuck? I mean, it's not so much as spooky. I mean, it's an abandoned island, so there's probably ghosts here. So I don't know if I'd want to like come out here in the middle of the night or some shit like by myself. But this is interesting. That, you know, Google Photo. How did Google? Is this like satellite images, or did Google send someone here?
Well, I think if it's a Google Street View, it would be somebody walking around taking photos.
Wow. Wow.
Go back a little bit if you could.
Back up?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. It didn't like that. Oh, fuck. Okay. I don't know why the fuck that spooked me.
That was... Yeah. That little bit of light there on the left of the stairs, kind of... For the briefest of seconds, it looked like a person.
Yeah.
I guess it's that, like, thing your brain does where you see faces and clouds and stuff.
Yeah. Wow. That is creepy. That is really creepy. But there is a whole lot more to that website there. That was just a little bit of a taste, just so I can kind of take a look at it. If you guys are interested, I would definitely check that out, because there's a lot of history there. Even if you're just a history buff, ignoring the spooky setting and stuff like that, it's a pretty interesting website. I would go on there more in my personal time, and I know I have a couple history major friends that might also be interested in that. I would recommend checking that out. I can already tell Jim might be. Alright, so
I'm gonna spend far too many hours on that site.
So the next site that we're going to take a look at is a site that I've actually looked at before and Jim has looked at before, and it is called heavensgate.com. Now, Heaven's Gate was a cult, and it was the big famous cult where everyone committed suicide thinking that it would get them to the heavens. Alright?
In fact, during the Hale-Bopp comet in the late 90s, this cult believed that their souls would ascend to the comet, which was not a comet, of course, it was a spaceship, and it would take them on to a greater life.
Yep. That is the rumor for Heaven's Gate. Now, of course, as you can see, Red Alert, this was their own personal website, Red Alert, it was the time, brings closure, how they bought brings closure to the Heaven's Gate. They killed themselves. Everyone that followed this cult is dead, which is why this website has remained untouched since then. So, whether Haley Bob is a companion or is not irrelevant from perspective, however, its arrival is joyously very significant to us at Heaven's Gate. The joy is that our older member in the evolutionary level above human, the Kingdom of Heaven, has made it clear to us that Haley Bob's approach is the marker we've been waiting for. The time for the arrival of the spacecraft from the level above human to take us home to their world in the literal heavens. Our 22 years of classroom here on planet Earth is finally coming to conclusion. Graduation from the human evolutionary level. We are happily prepared to leave this world and go with T's crew. If you study the material on his website, you will hopefully understand our joy and what our purpose here on Earth has been. You may even find your boarding pass to leave with us during this brief window. We are very thankful that we have been recipients of this opportunity to prepare for membership in their kingdom and to experience their boundless caring and nurturing. Wow. They actually thought that this comet was a spaceship that would take them to the heavens.
A lot of religions, especially now, if you look back at them, you can see the significance of ufology and the visitors from space. But when, you can convince a bunch of people to drink the Kool-Aid and go off to see Xenu, that's a different thing entirely.
Absolutely, yeah, and you have to understand, like, these are a lot of the people that follow these cults were like at the end of their rope. They were losing hope. Things weren't going well, so they were very, very easily manipulated. And a lot of these cults, and it's not necessarily a crack on religion, but a lot of these cults like this, like, that's what they fed on. That's what they went for. And they had people at the top that were very, very, very good at articulating things, and you can kind of say that about a lot of world leaders in different areas, but just very, very good at spinning a story and very, very good at convincing people that they were really right, and you bought into it 100%.
Speaking of buying into it, I would love to see the link that says how a member of the Kingdom of Heaven might appear.
Oh, okay, we'll check this one out. Huh!
Well, great, thank you.
Huh, yeah. If I see this man around, I will be certain to shake his hand and hope he's not like the aliens from Scary Movie 3.
According to the Weekly World News, they've enjoyed time with the presidents and such.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, oh, they have a book. They have a book as well. Oh, that's fantastic.
They do.
And it's in Phoenix, Arizona. Of course it is. All the weird shit in Arizona. So I have a question. So, the book is $45, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck does the money go to? Everyone's dead.
And that's a good question.
Just get the book away for free at this point. Oh gosh, there's videotapes here, guys. German translations of them. There's a book. multiple links here. If any of you guys want to come check out, it's literally just heavensgate.com. Check up the website. I would leave all these links down below too. I might do that, but I'm exiting out of them. So yeah, that's
Statement
all right. So
ET incarnate.
So yeah, so I've got my face cam on the video right now. You guys are looking at my face because I don't want you to see this website yet until I'm ready to show you. So let me explain this website. I know nothing about it. This website is called www.www.info. And it's literally a schizophrenic nightmare, and I'm going to show it to you now. There you go. That's the fucking website. They have privacy policy updates as of tomorrow. They have an updated privacy. What the fuck is the privacy policy?
This is a lot of stuff going on at one time.
It's a link, and it does the link's not even working. The link doesn't work. The link doesn't work. All right, fuck this. All right. Anyway, regardless, welcome to Web World. It's literally just a whole bunch of random fucking. I'm now in the basement level of Building 3 in a supercomputer room, and I can't seem. What? P.S. Do not ignore this. A fucking weird cat that's just here. Random GIFs, random pictures, video images. Just. And the thing is, I was on this site a little while ago, and half these GIFs weren't there. There was another GIF that was like a knife that was stabbing this dude's head here, and that's gone now. That girl looks like she's having an orgasm. I don't. What the fuck is this? It's a random.
It very much looks like the internet threw up all over this website.
This is just. And I mean, this is a long fucking web page, and it looks like it's shit's getting added to it. Oh no, there's Sabby Knife. There you are. You just moved down. You were there earlier. This is just. All right, cool. Thanks for the thumbs up there, buddy. This is just a vomited all over the. Whoop, can't show that. This is just vomit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know why I'm watching this. All right. We're not going to spend any more time on this website. Why.info. I don't even think I'm going to link that one. That one's just fucking bizarre. We're gonna move. Yeah, that one just. I don't even know what the fuck that website is even for. I don't know who came up with that idea. But then again, it's the internet, and Rule 34 exists, and that whatever that exists too.
It reminds me of a lot of teenage MySpace pages from back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
That's just you know, there's stuff, there's different types of creepy and different types of spooky. You know, you have your like jump scares, and then you have your environmental scares, and then you have just your what the fuck, and it makes you wonder what is wrong with someone to make that, and then you just start to get unnerved. And then it's just like weird shit just starts to pop in your head. You know what I mean? Like, if you've ever done drugs and psychedelics and you get that weird shit in your head, like that's what that website looked to me. It was the website version.
Imagine going to that website on drugs.
I feel like that website was the internet on drugs. That's like LSD regurgitated on the internet. That was weird. Alright, so the next site we're going to be going to is a site called planecrashinfo.com. Now, I thought when I looked at this website was going to have transmissions from the last transmission from each of these websites. Apparently, it used to have that feature, and they took it down for obvious reasons, which is unfortunate, but that was actually why I included it, but again, at the same time, I didn't really want to hear it. But yeah, there is
a link there that says last words.
Oh, I wonder if this is it. Oh, no. You will need an MP3 player to hear the recordings. Oh, God. It exists.
It does indeed.
Alright, I'm gonna play this. The aircraft crashed to a hill near Bombay, India at an elevation of 36,000 feet. 771 is living now. I don't know what that means. Say again your last message. Say again, please. 771, please say again.
That would be the call number of the airplane. Alitalia Flight 771.
Oh, okay. Yep, there it is. Premature descent. Crew to not use navigation for all 94. Oh, damn. Oh, God. Skipper shot. We've been shot. I was trying. What?
That's frightening.
Francisco Gonzalez, passenger, had told 7 people he was going to kill himself, shot both the pilot and co-pilot. The aircraft went into a steep dive, crashed. Oh my fucking god!
This was in 1964.
Holy fuck! That must have been, yeah, 1964. That before we were like really hell on guns, on planes. Oh my god! Like, that's bullshit, man. Like, how are you gonna not only ignore the fact that he was thinking suicide, but rather than just kill yourself, you went to a plane, like, you murdered people. Just god, that.
We just got our windshield busted, and we'll try to get back up to 15. We're at 14. Another 242. You say you're at 14 now? So couldn't help it. No left engine just cut out. Did you say you lost an engine and busted the windshield? Yes, sir. But the other engine going too. Another 242 again? Right now, we lost both engines. We're putting it on the highway. We're down to nothing.
Holy fuck!
Man,
Which one was that? Was this one, right?
I think so, yeah.
Where's that? Oh fuck! That's. Is this the one that I saw? Aircraft and a broken windshield lost power to both engines after penetrating a thunderstorm and encountering hail. The plane crash landed on a highway and exploded in flames. Total and unique loss of thrust from both engines while the aircraft was penetrating an area of severe thunderstorms with heavy precipitation and hail. A contributing factor was the company's dispatch to provide the flight crew with up-to-date severe weather information. Holy shit. If you guys want to check it out, go check out planecrashinfo.com. There's some really creepy shit here. That's really disturbing. I don't know if you guys could hear all that. I'm going to try to, like, turn up the volume there, which you guys probably already know, since I did it already. But hopefully you guys could hear and make out what was said there. It sounded like they lost the engine, and he tried his best to do it, and crash landed on the highway. Saw a car. That's rough. So, the final website that I want to show you guys, with Jim here. This is the website that Jim sent me. Now, as I said before, Jim is a ghost hunter. He's been a ghost hunter for 18 years. He's found some really crazy shit. However, he lives in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, up in Ohio, or Missouri, or wherever the fuck he lives. So he is
I live 20 minutes from St. Louis, Missouri.
Right, so he lives up there in St. Louis, Missouri. He's never been to Virginia before, which is where I live. So we decided to take a look at some of the haunted places in Virginia where there have been documented cases. So I looked at places that I've been to. So for example, I've been to Ashland before. Randolph-Macon College has some really crazy shit going on there. One that I thought was interesting was Bowling Green, which is my hometown. So a little history lesson for you, Jim, and you at home. Bowling Green, if I recall correctly, was for a very brief stint of time the capital of Virginia. Back during I believe it was the Civil War. I believe. I believe it was the Civil War.
It was a brief period of time. It was the end of the Confederate States.
Yep. Bowling Green, Virginia. So, my hometown, Caroline County, Bowling Green, Ladysmith, and all of them, they have a lot of Civil War monuments all over the place because there was a lot of Civil War stuff there. And as you can see here, Civil War soldiers can be heard calling out commands and then firing. This stuff that you'll hear. This shit. It's like imprisoned in the air. It's crazy. The Old Mansion Inn, the ghost of Colonel John Waller Holmes haunts his home. Like, this is crazy stuff. Alright, so we're going to take a look at some Norfolk ones, because I lived in Norfolk for a while. City Jail. Many people have reported seeing a man walk the halls and various floors of this jail. The sight is usually seen by the night shift and are attributed to the natural death of a previous inmate. I mean, I've actually heard of that. I don't think it's very uncommon for jails to have ghosts, because, I mean, inmates die all the time, you know?
Yeah, jails and hospitals are pretty much the epicenters of a lot of paranormal activity because of there being so much death and negative emotions there.
Right. So, now this is the one that really gets me, and this is the reason why I included this. So many of you guys know I went to Old Dominion University for college, and at Old Dominion University there are there are two main freshman dorms, and then there's two main freshman dorms of the quad. But there's two main freshman dorms that are across Hampton Boulevard in Norfolk, and it's Gresham, and I believe the other one is called Rogers. I didn't live in either one of them. I got lucky, lived in the quad for all my time there. But Gresham, and I had heard about the murder, but there was a woman, there was a couple that was murdered. Now I don't know when this website was updated. I don't know if I can see that on here.
It says February 2005 was the last time this article was updated.
Yeah, so this last time this article, so it's been a very long time. There's probably a lot of things that have changed on here. So about 2 years ago, there was a couple that was murdered outside of the the parking lot between Gresham, Main, and East. The killers were never found, which is typical for Norfolk. And the couple's soul would never put to rest because I'm not sure if the bodies are found or not, but it is said that the woman can be found walking around bleeding from gunshots trying to find her dead husband. This usually happens towards the end of the month and many nights in November, the month they were killed. Now, I personally have never seen them, and I had a couple friends that lived in Gresham that heard about this story. They never saw them. People talk about it all the time, especially in October for the big Halloween thing. You know, everyone talks about it all the time, but no one that I know has ever seen it. But people that they knew reportedly had seen her, like sitting up, because there's a pond right behind Gresham, and there's another pond behind Rogers, and it's like a road that goes over top of the two ponds. And there have been people that have said that at like 3 o'clock in the morning, there can be a woman wearing like a white gown, kind of like standing in the middle of the pond sometimes. I wonder if that's her.
It could very well be.
That's very, very disturbing. Very creepy. You need to come out here sometime, Jim, so we can take a look at this.
I'd be happy to.
Alrighty. Well, whenever I can finally get Jim to come all the way down here from the middle of bumfuck nowhere, we might take a look at this Gresham dorm thing for you guys. We might make that plan for next Halloween, maybe. We'll see how things go. Anyway, that's all I've got for today, guys. I hope you guys were disturbed by some of these websites. If you guys want to check any of them out yourself, yes, also, do not forget to check out Dammit Jim's comic book on Facebook, Stream of Consciousness. I will link that as well in the description down below. I apologize for that, Jim. That comic book is hilarious. Jim hand draws everything on there. He draws it on the computer, but it's hand drawn on there. It's fantastic. It's hilarious. A lot of the characters are inspired by real people in Jim's life, including me and a couple other YouTubers. Joyful Death, the wonderful lady that sits behind me all the time. She is a very frequent member of there. Jim is also her main mod, so the only reason she's successful is because of Jim. And do not let anyone else tell you anything otherwise.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It was nice to finally get a chance to be on a video instead of just kind of in the chat room.
Absolutely, Jim. And thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you guys for coming. My name is the Nomad. This has been I believe this is the 4th night of Spooktober. I didn't even mention that at the beginning. The 4th night of Spooktober. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. They're different style videos. Got a lot more coming for you guys. Leave a comment down below what you want to see next. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.